All right, guys, 807 ice baths in a row today. It's the morning. Finally got out in the morning. It's 44 degrees. The plunge is 41. Check out the water. Looks nice. Looks cold. Oh, yeah, let's do this. 41 degree water. Whew. All right, guys. 807 of these in a row. It was really windy last night where I live in Meridian. Just crazy windstorm. Blew a bunch of my flowers over. Kept us awake in the middle of the night. But today's March 13th. If any of you know me very well, if you've been following me, this is the 33rd anniversary of my wife and I's first date. Our very first date was Friday the 13th, March 1992. So this is 33 years later. We're celebrating. We always celebrate our 33 year, our dating anniversary. This one's 33. This summer will be our 30th wedding anniversary. We'll celebrate that too, obviously. That's in August. But we did it for 3.5 years before we got married. So we still count this as one of our anniversaries we celebrate. Our very first date. I took her to Cannon Beach. I asked her out. She was working at a men's clothing store in Clackamas, the Clackamas Town Center, DJ's. I drove over there from Beaverton, where I lived at the time, and I asked her out because I had seen her in line at school. I've told the story on these calls before. If you haven't heard my story, we went to high school together, but we didn't know each other. I knew who she was, and I think she knew who I was, but we didn't know each other. We hadn't seen each other in years. Then we met again in line our junior year in college. We talked for a while, back in the day when you had to register for classes before online registration. Big plus to that, right? People actually interacted. And then had a really nice visit with her, and I saw her at a nightclub. The only time in my entire life I've been to a nightclub. One time, my roommate begged me to go. He wanted company, so I finally went with him to this nightclub, and Dawn was there on a blind date with somebody else, and we ended up talking for a while, and she gave me her phone number. She gave me her business card. I drove out there, I don't know how long later. Must not have been very long. I would guess it was the next week. I drove out to her work and asked her out. We drove from Portland to Cannon Beach. For our first date, we had a little shop there in Cannon Beach. There's a little place that has saltwater taffy and a candy shop. That we went there, we walked around. She broke her toe the day before, so I carried her a lot on our first date. But that was today, 33 years ago. So we're still going to celebrate that. We're going to have a fun evening tonight. I'm looking forward to taking her out, and good memories, really good memories. So hope you guys have stuff like that you remember. But 33 years today is a pretty big milestone. You guys have an awesome day. 807 of these ice baths in a row. Pretty crazy. I've been working on consistency. It's paying off, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.